Coach, when you were on the sidelines leading a national championship charge, your season was about 14 games long. Here we are now living in the world of the expanded playoff, and that number could reach 17 games. So the phrase load management has become a major focus, and you talked with Coach Day about that just this week.
Yeah, earlier this week, I wasn't expecting the topic to come up, but it's a topic around the country right now, and that is load management or number of plays. In 2014, the first year of the college football playoff, I witnessed that. Remember, when I was at Utah, it was 11 games, a bowl game, and you're done. 12-game season. So here we are, we go play Wisconsin, we play Alabama in a street fight. We end up getting ready to go play Oregon. Brady and Matt and Mark, the players came to see me and said, we're blown out, we're done. I mean, we're getting near the end, so we took the pads off and really cut back on practice. Why? Because of the load. We'd run about 85 plays per game. So when you talk about Ryan Day, he mentioned, or Coach Day mentioned three things. Why load management is so critical. Number one, there's a potential, if you lose the Big Ten championship game, make it lose, you could play 17 games. That's an NFL season. The lack of depth because of the transfer portal. There was a time where Ohio State, you could load that thing up. A lot of times those players leave and then keep them fresh. They thought last year, especially against Oregon, they felt like they kind of wore them out because their guys are fresh. How about this stat? Ohio State has only faced 550 plays on defense, fewest in college football. Mark, that's 200 less than a team like Tennessee. And then offensively, Brady, they've run 635 plays. That's 200 less against teams than Ole Miss has done. So yes, it's a reality, Mark. It's a reality. And with the schedule they play, they can have that conversation because they're overmatching a lot of people about load management.
Listen, load management, this topic is a luxury.
What?
It's a luxury.
This is basketball.
Now shout out to Ohio State for being that dominant that they can just beat up on the mids of the Big Ten, and your best player has 6 snaps in the fourth quarter per game. Like take Alabama for instance. They played 5 top 25 teams in the college
Who they
football
play
playoff.
this week?
Hey,
Who they play this
when
week?
you play Ohio State, nobody in the Big Ten has
By the
played
way,
5 teams in the top 25 of the college
That's
football
because the
playoff
committee
committee.
favors the
They're load managing today.
Yeah.
Hey, when you play 5 of the top 25, you get to schedule Eastern Illinois today. So listen here. That's a luxury that I can't relate to in the SEC. I honestly can't.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, you guys were on a bye week too this week. Look, I think you bring up a lot of valid points. You look at Ohio State, even Notre Dame, 2 teams that played for the national championship last year. They're running the fewest plays of anyone right now, and I think it's important because it's a quality over quantity too a little bit. I think it plays a little bit of a role to coach the quarterback when you think about the fact that your play calls can be long, right? 8 shift to gun F right, 72 topper smash wheel, alert 50 hitch Gotti, like double cadence on 1. That's a long play call. You're saying it once in the helmet, the quarterback's saying it again. It just slows down the entire operation too with the coach to quarterback communication that you have, as opposed to signaling where everyone's seen it, they're getting up to the ball, they're running another play right away. So I think it's definitely load management, but also a little bit too with the communication, how that's changed.
I mean, this is basketball, baseball, we're talking about load management and football.
Pitch count.
I was just like unprecedented times in college football. Remember 10 years ago, we've had this conversation. You sat out a bowl game. You're like, what happened? Now you have the portal. What, these guys can leave? Now it's like, are we really going to be talking load management over the next, especially if the playoff continues to expand? So shout out to the teams that can put themselves in that position.
Ohio State's probably the only
And there's
one.
only a few programs that can do
you're
that.
saying Kalen DeBoer doesn't worry about load management.
You're fighting for your life every week. Are you worried about load management?
Yeah.
But Kalen's looking up that scoreboard, 4th quarter, 20-plus lead. Pull them.